Oh yes, you are welcome back to African Colonization TV and Beyond History. The thing that is going on around the world and the thing that is happening in Nigeria, mostly in Nigeria, it is now getting out of hand. Every day we hear a lot of story and a lot of things, but this one is now a different case. The extent that the Nigerian government or some of the people that's in Nigeria, that's in the government, they are now demanding for the British to come back to recolonize Nigeria again due to the backwardness of the country and the other things that is behind the country. So in this video, you are going to hear a lot of story and a lot of things that is happening around the world with the issue between the American and Iran, and also the issue of Buba Galadima calling on Britain for them to still come into Nigeria to recolonize Nigeria, because what is going on in Nigeria is not working the way it's supposed to be, because a lot is happening. So according to the headline that says global shock, UK recolonization plot in Nigeria spark US warning. So both US and the issue between the US and the issue that is going on around the world, and the issue of allies. You know, Nigeria is UK allies, and then whatever that is going on in Nigeria, the UK used to be aware of everything that is happening in Nigeria. And the way the war is happening around between the Iran and Israel and also the US. So the UK, they are not happy. They are trying all their possible best to connect with Nigeria so that they will be getting the oil they used to get before. They don't want anything to linger or to come in between the oil or in between the resources they used to get from Nigeria. So that is why they are doing every means to secure their power and also to make sure that they are still in the position. In fact, in this video is full of a lot of headline and a lot of things. This our sister, she's going to explain to us. So don't skip any part of it. Try to watch it to the end for you to understand everything that is going on around the world, mostly the issue between the Israel and Iran problem that is going on and the Nigerian issue. So as about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share it for others to see what is going on in Nigeria.
Yesterday, America gave permission to the world to buy crude oil from Russia for only 30 days. Right? Because Iran not let tankers go load for Gulf countries of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, those countries. So 25% of the world oil is coming from there, 20% is coming from there. Now the world is looking for oil to buy. Those countries where they supply those oil, enough is supply them again. It is what is pushing the crude oil price up, where they affect fuel all over the world. America initially put sanctions on Russian oil, saying nobody buy am. Because if you buy Russian oil, Russia will have money to fund the war against Ukraine. So they have sanctioned Russian oil, saying nobody buy them. Although some countries still use stronger buy them. Countries like China, India, Hungary, Bulgaria, Slovakia, they still use stronger buy them. Then they use shadow tankers to load the crude oil. Shadow tankers are ships who not get insurance. That they use fake documents to move. Sometimes they change the name of the ship, they change the flag so that America know if he cash out. Because if America and what will be their name? If America cash out, they go Caesar. America need to, if they cash out, they go Caesar. So illegal ships shall not they move the crude go those countries. But now America has told the world that you can buy Russian crude. The ones we already they see when they load for sea, when they stranded for sea up until March 12, when they don't load before March 12, the world can buy it. They are only going to buy it for 30 days, which means they have permission to buy Russian crude from yesterday till April 11th, which is 30 days, 1 month. After that, they stop and go back to the sanction. because the world is short of crude oil. So they are believing that, okay, with this crude, they can stabilize the market for a while. Although some presidents are angry and disagreeing with it, they say this thing now, when you allow these countries do so, it will make Russia get money to fund the fight against Ukraine the more. So it looks like you are sacrificing Ukraine for the world to have oil. And the world is now in shortage of oil because America wants to fight Iran without proper plan. That is how many world leaders see it. But me and they wonder, why is America policing the world? Who made them the giants of the world to be giving instruction to countries on oil they can buy and oil they cannot buy? It's because they have power. They are the most powerful country in the world. And the man with power dictates the tune. That is why police go fit order uranium, because the police has power. Have weapon we will not get. That is the way America is policing the whole world now, because they have power. If I be Russia, I know we will sell. I will tell the I know they say, don't buy from us, leave them. The way with the hustle as a small hustle, maybe the crude oil market choke. But of course, Russia needs the money. They need to continue fighting Ukraine, so they will sell it. But 30 days, okay, let's see how much they can sell, how much they can raise. But Ukraine could use it to carry this decision. We Donald Trump don't take so.
Again, to share with you now few of the trending headlines today. After sharing the headlines, then I go allow you to watch the videos where go explain to you things where they go on in the country as we speak. So I believe with the first video clip where you watch at the beginning of this video, you see what is going on right now. Yes, so Donald Trump have actually asked the world to start buying fuel from Russia for just 30 days. For just 30 days, so that it will ease this fuel scarcity or the high price of fuel right now. So my people, moving on to the first headline here, and it says, you can continue hiding, but I will get you soon. Netanyahu threatening Iran's new spring leader as war tensions soar. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has issued a sharp warning to Iran's new spring leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, saying, you can continue hiding, but I will get you soon. His words comes amid the rising war tensions between Israel and Iran, with ongoing military strike targeting Iranian side. Some report call his statement a veiled threat against Iran top leadership, signaling that Israel will continue pressuring the regime. Moving on to the next headline here, this is Iran sets tough terms for peace talks with US and Israel. According to Iran, they said they must pay, that Israel and US, they must pay for damages and promises not to attack us, and promise not to attack us again. That Israel and US must pay for all the damages they did in their country, and they should promise that they will not attack them again. That is when they will give up on this war. Let's continue. Iran has set out strict conditions before any ceasefire with the US and Israel. Number 1 point. Look at number 1 of their terms. Recognize Iran's rights. 2. Pay for damages caused. 3. Give international guarantee that no future attack will happen, that they will not attack them again in future. Then the message is clear. Iran is not backing down, and they want serious security and compensation before peace. Imagine. Okay, let's see things where they go on in Nigeria. Let's see some of headlines from Nigeria before I will allow you to watch the videos about what is currently happening now. According to this headline, it says Britain should come back and recolonize Nigeria since nothing is working. Hey, who is saying this? A northerner, Buba Garadima. He is the one that's saying that Britain should come back and recolonize Nigeria since nothing is working again, that they should come back and recolonize Nigeria. Buba Garadima, a veteran Nigeria politician and public affairs commentator, has called on the United Kingdom to come back and recolonize Nigeria, saying that the country's leaders had failed to solve insecurity, corruption, and poor governance. My people, now hear them. For that reason, that it pays to be under Britain, that Nigeria should come back under Britain than for Nigeria to continue in this mess where Nigeria is right now. Nigeria, the leader wey Nigeria get, they are not solving the issue of insecurity, poor governance. They are not solving the issue. In fact, everything have messed up, so that it better make Nigeria remain under hostage, under bondage, under colonization of Britain, than for Nigeria to be free and be passing through this hell when Nigeria they pass through. My people, please, I need your answer in the comment section. Do you buy this idea that Britain should come back and recolonize Nigeria? Please drop your opinion on that. I need your answer, I beg. It is very important that you drop your opinion. Let's see another headline, then I go allow you to watch the videos. According to this headline, it says, the game of politics is sweet only when you are winning. Now who they talk am? Now Tinubu they talk am. Tinubu is directly, not indirectly, telling Nigeria that he is playing game with Nigeria politics, and it's very sweet. It is sweet am, and he is winning. Because this is what he's saying. The game of politics is sweet only when you are winning. Now waiting in talk. So my people, right now I go allow you to watch the videos I've gathered for you. Please, my people, take your time and watch all of these videos, because important information about what is going on right now, they inside. Please, as you are watching, do not forget, please like this video and equally share it. Thank you for doing so. May watch the videos.
Nigerians must be willing to confront the terrorists in the forest and the collaborators that are hiding within our institution and in our Rock Villa. No nation survives when those who undermine it are allowed to remain within the structure of power. This is also a direct message to Mr. President, the President of Nigeria. Mr. President, the responsibility before you is enormous. The office you occupy carries the weight of protecting more than 200 million lives. The time has come to wake up to the full reality of what Nigeria is facing. This is not a routine security problem. This is a national emergency.
Yes, so my people, national emergency that our politicians are blind to see. As Nigeria be today, nobody will be proud of a country called Nigeria because of the situation at hand. It's a pity. Say now few politicians, all these old criminals, they decide for over 240 million people. Few criminals don't owe the country caricature. The same fake promises when they give in the past election, they don't start them again. The same hopelessness when Nigeria dey so, many citizens are falling victim to continue after this coming election. Just watch this video, my people. See how Nigeria turned into.
You see, my Nigerian people, the insecurity in Nigeria, the insecurity in my state of Edo, the insecurity in your state is not by accident. It's not by mistake. You see, we keep having this wrong illusion that maybe it is just one of those irregular things that happen. No, the insecurity in Nigeria is targeted at two agenda. Two, and the government have a hand in one. In fact, they are supportive of both. The first is there is a Fulani agenda. We know that, because that's why all the terrorists are all of the Fulani group. Number two is those extorting your country. The people extorting Nigeria are also responsible. I think the people responsible for illegal mining of our natural resources, they are also responsible for all of this rubbish. So the government knows all of this. That's why the government can't even stop it. There is a reason why your president said he cannot have a blueprint on insecurity. That if he does, he will be stepping on toes. You know what he was saying. But meanwhile, let's watch this video of this honorable member. I saw him talk to his people back, I think in the donut, encouraging them to join the vigilante on how insecurity needs to be curbed. We must not continue and all of that. I saw the video, I just laughed. This guy is an APC guy. You are in government. You should know better. But before I continue, let me show you the video. And after the video, you give me some time so that I will respond to him in my own views and opinion.
The level of insecurity in our land has become too much, and we don't have to keep quiet. All of us, you see, what makes me laugh at times is that here we say we have a lot of men who have done Kofa before. We have Rebel Coalition, we have this, we have that. Why will all these people not come out, you know, to ensure that we protect our people? Because we cannot continue to stay like this, you know. We cannot continue to stay like this. And now that we have realized that government alone cannot help our people, we have to join government. We have to support government. We have to be volunteers, you know, join all security networks, join people vigilante to ensure that we provide security for our people. All the strong men, all the rugged men in the donuts, in Esako, you know, we cannot continue to fold our hands and allow security to wreck our people, to wreck our businesses. You know, I've come to see that in this area, people are scared. Everybody is scared. You know, everybody is scared of kidnapping. Everybody is scared of banditry. And when you go to these bushes, you go to this forest, you see a lot of camps, you see a lot of, what are these camps doing around these places? If you want to live among the people, come and live inside the community, not in the bushes, not in the forest. We have become in the bushes, we have seen a lot of camps, we have destroyed a lot of camps. We will not allow this to continue our place, we will not allow our people to live in perpetual fear. So I want to encourage everyone, meaning Esako youth, Aftermath youth, to volunteer to join vigilantes in the area and protect our people.
All right, so I'm sure you heard him speak loud and clear. That was Honorable Blessing Agbomere, or Agbomere, depending on that. I may not be accurate about the pronunciation. He is a key member of the cabinet of Edo State government, the current Edo State governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo. So you saw him, that was him right in his constituency in Edo North, telling us how they've come to the bushes and trying to get rid of the terrorists hiding in the bush. First and foremost, Mr. Blessing Agbomere, let me respond to you adequately. The first thing you must know is that you hold a gun. From what we saw in the video, you are holding a gun, and you enjoy that grace because you belong to the APC. Have that in mind as number one. Any other person could have done that video holding that gun, the DSS would have been in his house this morning, because they don't want you to go after terrorists. It is obviously, you said we should join the government. No, the government are not interested. If the government want insecurity to stop in Nigeria today, in less than 1 week it will be done. But can they? They cannot, because the power that is above them are responsible for the insecurity. So Mr. Blessing Agbomere, I expect you to know better, and I'm sure you know better. Maybe all of this you just did is for political purposes. Otherwise, being in the APC, you know better. You will know exactly what happened in the case of Uromi. 16 kidnappers were caught. They said what they did to them was jungle justice, but to me, for people who live in the forest taking lives, they could not have deserved anything better than they got. But we saw the repercussion, right? Now you are asking our people to join the vigilante, to join the civil defense, to go into the forest and get after this, go after these terrorists. When you catch them, what will you do to them? You let them go, or you hand them over to the police? Handing them over to the police means they will get home before you. And if you do anything to them like what was done to them in Uromi, the federal government will come after you. So what do you expect the people to do? It is obvious that the terrorists are supported to do what they are doing. They are all on a mission. They all have an agenda, proudly supported by the powers that be. So there's nothing any community can do about it. That's why you see people fleeing their communities. It's not as if when we were growing up, we know what it means to have a local vigilante, local civil defense. And when any community organizes one, no external forces come into that community to do rubbish. But today in Nigeria, when you catch a kidnapper and do anything to him, you are in trouble, because they are at advantage. Are we not aware of what happened in Adamawa State? Sunday Jackson was in his farm. A northern Christian, a Fulani terrorist approached him in his farm with an attempt to take the life of Sunday Jackson. Sunday Jackson, being a brave young man, had an advantage, took advantage of the terrorists and sent the terrorists to the greatest beyond. What happened? He was arrested, charged to court, convicted, tried and convicted to death. The High Court did that, the Appeal Court upheld that judgment, and the Supreme Court affirmed it. What was his crime? He defended himself. So you see, I don't know how many Nigerians are dumb enough not to know this. The people stealing our natural resources, the crude oil, the gold, the uranium, everything that is leaving Nigeria, the foreign forces, they are responsible, using our dumb leaders. That's why they will never allow Nigeria to have a leader that is sane. The earlier you know this, the better for you. So all of anybody telling you we can come together to join the government to fight insecurity, no, the government is not interested in fighting insecurity. We all understand the saying that when any insecurity persists for a certain duration of time, know that the government have a hand. So that's exactly the case of Nigeria. So Honorable Agbomere Blessing, that was a very good teaching, motivational one, but is that really the reality on ground? The answer is no. You go to the forest after these terrorists, they will buy you. If they not buy you, you capture them and give them to the police, nothing will happen to them. And if you buy them, you are in trouble. So what do you want the people to do?
The way this Nigeria they go, the way Nigeria be now, APC, make una remove that broom where una put as the symbol of your party and replace it with a casket. Yes, that broom where una take use as party symbol, no, it's not the ideal sign. Make una replace them with coffin, a big casket, because it has become more obvious since the coming of this affliction we call government. Not even from the Tinubu administration, no, even from the time of the Hurricane Buhari, the calamity of the Buhari administration, it don't become obvious say na die the country day. Unless Nigerians wake up and decide to liberate and deliver ourselves from this affliction and come out our neck from this hostage situation where we dey, so na die the country day. So today a liter of fuel is more than 1,200, diesel is about 1,000 something, and people they talk say there is no light, people cannot afford to even buy light, even the units are so high. Yet people they talk say, oh, they fuel that because of the war for Iran war, it is a global thing because Ori Burukule there is no iota of shame in defending incompetence and failure. So people go come online every day to defend a hopeless situation and renewed hopelessness, even when they are all victims of the same incapacitation. And this is not even a problem, because tomorrow they go talk say, Nigeria problem don't they? Nigeria problem. Yes, Nigeria problem don't they? Not be today start, so not be today the thing go finish. If there was no problem, would there have been a need for you to come? It not even begin from the Tinubu administration. Make una not forget, say 2015 Buhari they start with change, then they move to next level. Then Tinubu they come with this renewed hopelessness. So the time when they did Buhari and Oshibanjo, they say Buhari is a retired general. He go fight insecurity. Oshibanjo go build the economy. Una no see Oriburuku insecurity and economy where they build as they carry themselves for Akakomot. So for 8 years, Buhari and Oshibanjo APC government, like Mohammed, they sing the song of we are cleaning the mess of 16 years of PDP. How many years APC done they now? So the 16 years of PDP mess, they never clean and finish. Then 2023, we can't get Ashiwaju and Shetima. Ashishe 2023, they say Shetima say go fight insecurity the way he fight for Borno. Then Tinubu go build the economy. You know, see the Oriburuku where we did, so Oriburuku Pro Max PLC. Night we Kukuma don't enter. So because of a war in Iran, that is why few days after the war, Nigeria, where they how many miles away from the country now, we they first feel the aftershocks. Not even countries that are close to Asia and the Middle East. Why? Because Nigeria, a government that does not plan, that fails to plan, has already planned to fail. That is the hopelessness of the Nigerian situation. The giant of Africa, one of the largest producers of oil in the world, with more than 210 trillion cubic tons of natural gas, according to reports, seated under our land. Yet, when there is global energy crisis, now we go be the first because we have no plan. If Nigeria was a country that had leaders, where we do not have charlatans and criminals occupying public office, if there was a plan to protect the welfare of the people, when there are crises like this, Nigeria is supposed to be beneficiary, because the entire global market will begin to look out for you to release your energy supplies, all your reserves where they on ground. But unfortunately, now Oriburuku will they do here. So even before the people will get the war start to feel the impact, we will go first feel up. Today in the world, the US don't give approval, say make some people begin to buy Russian oil that was under sanction. But no, they need them to release their and sell their oil to make up for the one with the shortage where they come out from the Middle East, where the war they go on. But Nigeria has nothing. If it didn't, they didn't. A country where they budget money to service the refineries, but it produces nothing. They want private one where they serve government go try to frustrate the entire thing. Because Oriburuku Lashe now, there is no reserve anywhere. Even governments where they produce oil, as they produce, they sell, they are also keeping their reserves for their citizens in case of problem and the rainy day, so that once incident like this happen, they can release from their reserves to cushion the effects and the impact on the citizens. Wait, what do we have? What is the protection available to any Nigerian? What is the subsidy government uses or gives to the lives of Nigerians? In Nigeria, the poor are the subsidy for the rich. We subsidize the lives of criminals in office so that they can live in luxury, fly their children abroad, carry their girlfriends and build mansions for them in Dubai, in Atlanta and everywhere, because we just have a problem of criminality, not a revenue problem. May God give Nigerians the ability to experience good leadership. My prayer be say make nobody, including APCO, including anybody where they defend Oriburuku for government, make we no die, all of us. Make everybody their life to experience what good leadership can do for a country. Because this one where we did so, this is not how a country should be. This is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. Nigeria exists today so that other countries can learn how not to govern their countries. It is a shame. It is a great tragedy. My name is Peter for Nigeria. Nigerian government, Oriburuku Lenshe, Oshilenshe. Even if war there for Afghanistan, Nigeria go first feel am. If it happen for Suriname, if it happen for Tonga, Nuku Alofa, Nigeria go first feel am. Why? Because we have no plan. And when you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. Nigerians, wake up and fix governments in your country. Our lives can be better. This nation has no business with this kind of suffering, with the kind of resources that we have. We have just allowed criminals to hijack our commonwealth while we sit down to complain every day. For how long?
My fellow Nigerians, I speak to you today not as a politician seeking power, but as a watchman who sees danger approaching and refuses to remain silent. Nigeria today stands at a dangerous crossroad. And our nation is bleeding across the country, from one community to the other, from cities to city, from the rural communities. Our people are living in fear. Communities are attacked. Innocent lives are taken. and destinies are being messed up and wasted. To our fields and families sleep at night uncertain about what tomorrow will bring and what tomorrow will look like. Nigeria is a blessed nation. We are a nation with great people, enormous resources, tremendous potential. Yet today we are confronted by a crisis that threatens the very foundation of our country. The greatest threat today we face is not only about the terrorists that are hiding in the forest, but it is also the terrorists and their sympathizers who hide behind politics. It is the collaborators who hide within our institutions. It is those who pretend to lead but secretly enable the forces that destroy our nation. We must speak the truth without fear as common and ordinary citizens of this country, which you are not ordinary citizens, but you are custodian of what happens to this country. Nigeria's security crisis cannot be solved if those who sympathize with terror are allowed to operate inside the institution of government. Nigeria cannot defeat terrorism if those who protect or excuse terrorists continue to hide behind power. The NSS said in the past few days that terrorists are his brothers and should not be killed. Just within the last 3 weeks, we have over 80 gallant soldiers and officers that have been mourned down. My heart is grieved for the ongoing genocide, the killing of our officers. This is why I say clearly today that Nigeria must confront both enemies. The kind of insecurity we have never seen, both economic crisis and the daily destruction of our citizens. The question is, where is our president? Where is the president of Nigeria? We haven't heard, we haven't seen him right on the field. Recently, with all the war that is going on between America, Iran, and Israel, America lost 3 soldiers and Israel lost only 7 soldiers. But in the past few weeks, Nigeria have lost over 100. And just 2 weeks ago, we have lost over 80. And the president is not there. But the president of America was right there to receive the body of his gallant soldiers. We Nigerians must be willing to confront the terrorists in the forest and the collaborators that are hiding within our institution and in Aso Rock Villa. No nation survives when those who undermine it are allowed to remain within the structure of power. This is also a direct message to Mr. President, the President of Nigeria.
Oh yes. The whole story, it is very, very shocking and very terrible because starting from the beginning to the end, it's full of painful story that resulted like joyful story in this whole news. Every day Nigerian story, you will hear either somebody buy, or you hear kidnapping, you hear terrorists ravage village and kidnap people. So there is no day you will not hear a very terrible news concerning Nigeria. And the worst part of it is that they will claim that there is no war going on in Nigeria. But the war that is going on in Nigeria is more than the war that is going on between the Iran and Israel and also America. Because people that is unaliving every day in this country is more than the people that is unaliving in the place where they are fighting the real war. But at the end, they will tell you everything is okay. Our problem in this country is not mainly the people, but the government. The government that is in the power. They believe that they are less concerned of everything. They wake up, they think only their belly, and they think how they will fly out. And whoever that stands on their way, they will bring the person down, meaning the person is a nuisance, or they will now tag you with terrorist. But the main terrorists that is disturbing everywhere, destroying every life, those ones, they are there. just living. The reason why they are there, because of they are not attacking the government face to face, or they are not talking against the government. Because had they been they are talking against the government, or they are attacking against the government, at least the government would have known what to do. But because of they are attacking ordinary citizen that did not have any protection, any protecting gadget to protect itself, that is why the government take it as nothing. That is the main truth about it. There is no any deal when you as a government you come out and you sanction and you give order. This issue of forest guard people, we believe and we know that the people that is in the forest kidnapping people, unaliving people, and they're doing a lot of things, they are human beings. They are not a spirit and they are not a ghost. Why can't you as a government give order? Anybody you see in the forest of any state that the person is a terrorist, is a criminal, and the person, you should treat him as a thief. Why can't they give such kind of order? And they will be now be painting everything as if they don't know what is going on. You know the people that is attacking villages, and you know the people that is destroying life and causing a lot of problem within the society. The worst part of it is that when the citizen or when the community attack those people or kill any of them, you will see the government will now come. They will now be, what you'll be hearing is that the law is not under your control, or the law is not within you to, what you have to do is just to run away once you see them. That it is the police and the DSS and the soldier that have the right or the power to confront those people that want to confront you. If you eventually you attack them and you buy any of them, you are in big trouble. So that is why you see this issue of terrorism, banditry, and the rest of them is increasing day by day. And no one, I say no one, have the right or have the power to stop it, because it is when you have gun and when you have bullets before you will go and confront somebody that have all it takes to take you down and to bully you. So everything that you are seeing within and outside Nigeria, it is caused by the government. It is caused by the government. If the government rise up today and say enough is enough, it will end. Imagine if these governments, Buhari government, can travel to Kenya to kidnap somebody from Kenya back to Nigeria, then talk more of the people that is within you. Does it mean that they don't know people that are within them? You travel to Kenya to catch Mazam Nikano and brought him back to Nigeria and put him in detention from one case to another, from everything, claiming that he's the one that is destroying Nigeria, claiming that he's the only person that is terrorist in this country, which is not a terrorist. And finally, you sentence him, and the terrorist is getting worse. And the worst part of it is that now they are not even taking over states, controlling states. The governor is in the state in the name of let me bear the name, but the main people that is controlling the states are the main terrorists. They know that, but they will not talk the truth. They will never tell you the truth. So all those things is being sponsored by the government that is in power, and they know themselves. They know themselves. When America came out with the sponsors of those that is in government, why are they not calling them one after another? And why are they not going after those people? But they keep silent. So that is the thing. And Nigeria, they have seen Nigeria is now worse than Afghanistan, or is now worse than Somalia. Is now worse than the country that they are fighting war, because this place, every day people is going down and nothing is being happen. Nothing. Now, how many soldiers, according to Buba, according to Esa Buba? So the Israel soldier about 8 that falls down, while the US about 4. But in Nigeria here, Every day soldier is falling down. Every day they are buying soldier every day. They are buying the season every day. But what did the president do? They do nothing. They do nothing. Well, no matter how numbers of the soldier that goes down, the country will keep moving as if there is nothing that is going on, as if there is nothing that happens. So that is how the country is. And who will be the person that will have the mind to go and join the soldier when the president, the senator, the rep, all of them, they are there having security everywhere, and what they know is only their family and their self. So nobody will have the mind to go and face, because even though when you face the bandits and you start shooting them, the next thing they will now target you to remove your life. In fact, Nigeria is a very big mess and a very big problem, just like what Buba said, that Nigeria need to recolonize. If for Nigeria to recolonize, we are expecting that, because the way the country is today, it is not favoring any part. It is not favoring anybody. Don't mind them that they will come, they will tell you that Nigeria is indivisible, Nigeria is unnegotiable, Nigeria is unbreakable. It is not favoring anybody, no part, no zone, no area, no ethnic group, apart from those people that is buying people everywhere. Every village they get into, they will take over the village and pursue away the people that is there and take over. Apart from them, I don't think there is any other tribe or any other ethnic group that this country is favoring as for today. So there is no need of still claiming that Nigeria is indivisible. Nigeria is a unity country. Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Well, a lot is happening in this country. What is there is that the government, they need to do the needful, and they need to rise up and do what the season wants them to do. Well, I would like to hear your comment down below. What do you think about the whole thing happening in Nigeria? Like, subscribe, and make sure you share it to go around. Let others see what is really going on in the country. We say thank you for watching.